Hi, today we'll be talking about how to adjust your team's Notetaker settings. So as an account owner, if you scroll down on this left side bar down to compliance, then Notetaker settings, we have a few different options we can adjust. So first is Notetaker attendance. By default, we allow your users to choose whether they do or do not want their Notetaker to automatically arrive to their meetings on their upcoming tab. When your users set up to their account, they're given the option to make this choice, but they always can make an adjustment to it later in user settings, then preferences. But if you want to make this selection for them, you can choose to have the Notetaker automatically arrive to all meetings or to never automatically attend users' meetings. If you choose this setting, then your users will need to go to their upcoming tab and toggle on the Notetaker for every meeting they want their Notetaker to attend. Going back to Notetaker settings, there's one less setting up here, is the allow the Notetaker to bypass the waiting room. So rather than the Notetaker joining the waiting room like other participants, it will go straight into the meeting. However, the host will still need to allow the Notetaker to record. So the next section is a Notetaker image and name. So the Notetaker will arrive into a meeting just like every other participant, so it needs an image and a name. So for the Notetaker's name, you want to make sure it's something broad enough that it can apply to your entire team. So rather than John's Notetaker, you would want something like Lumen Financial's Notetaker. And then you can add images depending on the state of the Notetaker. So we have an image for ready to capture, the Notetaker is capturing, the Notetaker has been paused, or the Notetaker is unable to capture. That way, everyone in attendance knows what's going on with the Notetaker. However, if you just want to add an image just for the Notetaker is capturing, that will usually suffice. Just make sure you're adding it as a JPEG. And then lastly is Notetaker timing. So by default, the Notetaker will automatically arrive to meetings 5 minutes prior to when the meeting is scheduled. But if you want to make adjustments to that, you can disable platform defaults. You can choose if you want the Notetaker to arrive before the meeting. That way it captures all discussion, even if someone arrives early. Or maybe you want it to join after the meeting to allow for some small talk with the advisor before you get into business. You can adjust how many minutes before or after the Notetaker arrives to the meeting. And then you can even adjust the wait time. So if the Notetaker is waiting in the meeting and no one has arrived, how long before does it just leave? So those are the Notetaker settings. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to us at help@jump.ai.com, or you can look at our help center. Thanks.